everybody. This is my daughter Chauncey, and you know me by now, Deb Chanel, 48's World. But we're gonna be talking with you about the X Files. Her and I love this show, and we were so glad it came back. So when I do the reviews, you can always have her giving her take on it or what she felt was happening in the scenes and all of that stuff. But yeah, we're gonna be dialoguing about this episode, which is season 10, episode 1, My Struggle. So, Shansi, tell me, how did you feel about the show? Was it what you expected that they were going to bring back? Was it, slow? Or what you think, girl? Tell me.
Well, for me, I liked it. Some people said it didn't leave off like where it was supposed to leave off, but I mean, you gotta think where they're trying to keep the timeline as same as what's going on in reality. So, I mean, I liked it. It was very entertaining. What about yourself?
I don't know. Because I'm like, they kind of like, it was slow at some points, and then it was like, okay, they just brought it fast forward. And I'm like, well, wait a minute now. What happened to, Mulder and Scully getting together? What happened to the baby? Did they get married? I mean, they touched on it, but it wasn't really what I was, going through. So I had to kind of go to Hula and review it again. But I just want to go in on Scully. I mean, I was like, ugh, Scully. I'm so tired of her. I mean, I was tired of her through all the seasons. I'm like, you have saw enough. You done got abducted. I mean, what the hell else you want? What do you have to see? For you to believe, okay, you were abducted by demons, because they want to say aliens, but they really were demons, and you had a demon child, and pretty much, what happened. We want to see all that information, but she's still going around him being jealous of Mulder. And I'm thinking they did probably have a relationship. They got married, but they just wanted to, that's just too much to put in their little 6 seasons. I mean, 6 episodes that they're giving us. And I'm like, wait a minute now, I need to play catch up even if it's
Which
in
I
my
think
mind.
is not fair. We should at least still have good 10,
10
but
what?
10 episodes. We shouldn't have to have just 6.
I know, cause they, like I said, they didn't start it out right. They just
Mm-mm. Well,
just
they started off right for me.
Why they didn't, so I remember I
Mm-mm.
needed to be caught up. I needed to see, did y'all get married? Did y'all, cohabitate? Because he was saying in some of the episode, well, some, doing the what do you call it? Going along in the little episode we saw, he was making little sly remarks about, have happy ever after, and married, do the good and the bad and all that kind of stuff. So, they were referencing that they could have been married. They just failed to lead it out. Maybe it's going to come up, maybe somebody's going to have a memory lapse, or play in their memory banks to show us something like they've been doing along the, but they both look great, I you know, I don't know what Scully doing with her long hair. I'm kind of used to the short. And they were talking about somebody had did a review right after they had showed the show, and they were saying that Scully was not wearing suits anymore. But she ain't killing them like she did in 2002 and previous episodes, past that time. But in today's society, how they're trying to focus on, I guess it's all right what she wearing. She ain't impressing me like she was back in the old. What do you think about
Well, for me, I mean, the makeup was horrible. They act like they almost at their grave with the makeup. Her makeup was so drawn back, and they just made Mulder look like an old man, like he finna croak in a couple years. So I didn't like that part, but I mean, they to me they brought the show back real good. I mean, to each his own on their own opinion, but that's just mine.
it? Okay. So, we did get a chance. I mean, what do you think about her? I mean, it just seemed like she still don't know how to tell Mulder how she feel, even though they're giving us hints, or Mulder's giving us hints that they were together. But she had like that, I don't know. I mean, I
Maybe
mean,
she doesn't want to draw up the past. She wants to leave it how it was and be done with it.
but in some of the episodes, as we go along talking about this, she was flirting with Mr. O'Malley. Oh, Tad O'Malley,
But
whoever
she
he was,
has
or
some
something.
right to. She ain't
Well, then why you
tied
gonna
to.
hold Motor accountable then? If she, she want to flirt with some champagne and ride in luxury limousines and shit. I mean, ain't no sense of calling the cop. What do you call it? The pot calling the kettle black if you ain't gonna own up to yours. Cause she sure didn't want to talk to him when she was riding along in the limousine.
She did pick up the phone. She wanted to know what was wrong with him. He kept beating around the bush.
Right, but she ended up having had to get out the car because he was going through one of his temper tantrums, saying he got to go break the store. He got to go find out some stuff. And she know that's how he was. She know how he was. They had how long they spent 20 years together.
Well, for me, Scully has yet to still believe there's another.
Entity.
Yeah, she's
So
still
what is that about that?
dumbfounded. I don't know.
But I'm saying I don't know what you
know.
need. She was pregnant. She got abducted. She had these memories. They might be false memories, but some of them are true.
Maybe she don't want to accept it. Having the truth right in front
Well,
of your
they need to
face
kill
is
her
hard.
off then. Get him somebody else. Kill her off. I'm sick of her.
That won't make. I mean, then they were really just in the show because it was mainly them two.
Well, they need to get her a little bit more
and
smart because
Skinner
everything is just not
and
scientific.
The smoking man.
I mean, don't you?
Now
Don't
he
you?
need to croak.
Girl, he
should have
looked
been
like an
croaked
alien
by
on
now.
at the end. Whew. I was like, Lord, have mercy. But
Still
then
smoking cigarettes through his throat, y'all.
Is that
Through his
possible?
throat.
Is that possible for him to have a trachea? Because I
Oh
thought
my
you're supposed to
gosh.
clean that out, and it's like one of your throat, where it's like your auto, what do you call it, a vocal cord, where auto,
But
when you talk.
they talk about that on the when they trying to the commercials that's supposed to stop you from smoking with the old lady. She had
Yeah.
the little
See, well, that ain't funny for people that actually go through this. So, let me put that as a disclaimer. I am not talking about people that have smoked too much and they end up getting cancer and, they haven't had to have other treatment. And that's the way that it affects their vocal cords and stuff. By them talking, what I'm saying. You see the smoke commercial break, the little white lady. I mean, she be taking off everything. What's left, honey? What's left?
next topic.
But she take off her wig. She take off. I mean, she just be a hot mess. But then she had to go and put her teeth in her mouth, and then she gotta clean her trach out. Then she put a wig on because she ain't got no hair and nothing. I was like, wait a minute now, what is real to this person? But that is it. I'm not making fun of it. I was just thinking about him and then the smoke man at the end looking like a little alien. I was like, wait a minute. But considering hell, all of my aliens are hybrids because they got Scully. They didn't really show how they got Mulder, but I think in the earlier, I gotta still look at it because I'm on the old season. What am I on now?
I don't even know.
Girl, I think I'm on 6 or 7. But we know my Mulder had it because they were operating on his head.
Well, he done been through a lot throughout the seasons, and I'm still like, why can't we get him to start kicking some butt or anything? They always kicking his butt. And Scully has to come on and follow him.
Okay, well, we need to keep Scully because she do got a little gangster in her. She do with her little short self. What, she about 5'2", 5'1"?
I know.
She do be kicking butt. She fight harder than Mulder. He a man down. Woo, Lord, I tell you, gender role reversal. Gender role reversal. But anyway, okay, cool. So we discovered her hair and makeup. Talked about her insecurity and her jealousness. Her scientific mind analyzing everything. Yeah, I mean everything. Everything. Why the dirt on the floor?
Why the sky is blue?
Yeah, just all that. I'm like, what does it take, honey? I want to see your child. I need y'all to go and find y'all child. Because maybe you'll come. Maybe y'all will come to some conclusion that y'all raising all y'all aliens here. That's what they want is probably hybrids. That we're gonna go over cloning too. So I'm gonna do a video on that. But
I'm sorry about this. Don't keep yarning, y'all. I'm a little sleepy. I'm low on fumes.
I know we are doing this video late. It's because I had to go to the DMV today, and this is a lot, just a lot. But we just had to get this video up because, like I said, we really like X-Files, and in that part of the X-Files, they actually be giving you some truth about the government and the exposure of what they try to do behind our backs, and then before we know it, we like boom, because they still under that impression that we as human beings cannot handle everything. But I'm like, what the hell you mean? Unless y'all been tampered with, we bleed the same, we feel the same, we just different races or whatever. But like the population is getting a little bit overpopulated. And hell, you can Google Ted Turner. He was talking on some issues about getting rid of some people. Ted Turner on CNN, all this stuff. Google it. You'll see what I'm saying. They just put it out there in plain sight and hoping nobody's really gonna catch on. But so let's talk about what are we gonna talk about? Let's talk about Spectre.
Who? Oh, that little lady.
Yeah, the little girl.
Who said she
but not
was
little girl,
adopted?
Mm-hmm. What about her? Because she was like, did they get to him? Did they get to Ted O'Malley and her while they were switching their stories?
Well, I didn't. They did. I mean, with O'Malley, they just basically blamed it on her that she messed up, and then they end up killing her at the end. So I don't.
But don't you think Scully had something to do with that?
Well, she said she lied. She lied.
I think she lied, and then because
So-
Scully always double checking stuff, triple checking stuff. Hell, she know she'll have alien and her baby. Why she ain't check the blood then? I'm like, come on, Scully, come on. You just got, she was all cute and all that, and you just thought her and what name, Mulder got in the sheets and stuff. And I'm like, she was still, that was a girl, a baby still compared to him, because y'all old hell. But that don't, I guess that don't make no, never mind. But I mean, then she could see, because she had that telepathic kinesis thing going on, where she could read minds and stuff. And Scully was kind of thrown off by that too, that she had that special ability, and she didn't get no special ability.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Because Scully was always a doctor.
Well, I mean, even it don't even have to matter what woman Mulder's with. She gets jealous automatically.
I know, because they didn't really show them on air. I mean, he kissed her one time in the hospital somewhere during New Year's. I forgot what episode that was and what the topic was or the title. But, and she was just expecting and everything. It was just a little pet, really. Just a little pet. Like, women, let men know when you are interested, because some of them could be so dumbfounded. They don't know. They just probably think you, being nice to them. So, I mean, if you really like a gentleman and, you do it smooth and classy, just, go on. Do your thing. But, what are we talking about?
Well, I wanted to discuss when they finally got like in a group meeting. They met. I guess I want to say they met at the what's her name? Scepter.
Something like that.
Yeah, when they met at the house and they wanted to tell the information that they found out about how the government, they're doing their conspiracies, and it's gonna start with the bank by shutting down the money. And
they're gonna freeze our money. Yeah, it's gonna probably occur on Friday when people get paid, and they're gonna shut everything down digital. What is it? Digitally. Yeah, digitally. Oh, kind of get tongue twisted sometimes. But yeah, our money. We work hard for it. They can do it because everything is going electronically now. And it's very few people getting paper checks mailed to their houses. So I can see that happen because it did that in Greece. You remember that?
Greece?
Yeah, Italy.
Oh, girl, I thought you were talking about Grease, the
She thought the movie, y'all. Now y'all see where I get my weirdness from.
I thought you was talking
We call her
about the
delay
movie.
at home, cause honey, we be having a conversation with her, and we be waiting for her response, and she be like, "What you say?" We be like, "Sean."
Once again,
And I didn't drop her on her head either. I don't know what's wrong with her. Lord, she defected. But I love her, yes. I love her. I think her dad kind of defected too.
Oh my goodness. But you talking about Greece, Italy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back on track, people. Yeah.
Anyway, they had that whole little incident where people were scrounging to the banks because, I think they had some issues with their currency as well. I think they're in debt or something. It's been on the news. Email it. I mean, not email it, Google it. And you'll see they having some financial difficulties too with their currency and it not being worth too much as well as our American dollar. That's why they're trying to buy up all this gold again. They did way back when we weren't born. yet. We just learned it through history. But you know, history lies too. They have a little bit of truth in it and a lot of lying, and that's where we are with that. But what do you think about Skinner, Walter Skinner? He did have looking very old. Man, wasn't that much
Well,
old.
he was old in these past seasons. He
But he had all that beard stuff going on. And, I mean, I think he kind of alien too, ain't he? Somebody had got a hold of him, you know, had
that I can't name his pronounce his name. I forgot his
Walter
name.
Skinner.
No, the
Pratchett.
yeah, you know he messed
Pratchett.
him up.
No, he had some. It was a, I guess, part of their game. But he had this other white. Well, maybe one white, maybe he was Russian. Yeah, they
Most
all look the
likely,
same. But anyway, he, you know, yeah, he had this little thing where he could inoculate him with something, then he get all these cells growing on him like big veins, and like it's just sucking the life out of him like a vampire. Yeah, so they can come get him in time. He know. That's why he be trying to stay cool because he don't want to back out
I
like
mean,
that.
I like Skinner. He tell you what you need to know, and if you want to go and do your own thing, leave him out.
I know, but they keep bringing up the Department of Defense. Like, who the hell they think they is, girl? I know they part of Homeland Security and all that stuff, but you know, we haven't watched that movie called Long Kiss Goodnight with
Yeah.
what name was?
Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson. I forget the white lady's name. She's a very good actress, very good actress.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they was had kidnapped them or whatever, and she had to go kick butt and come back and get him because they had held him hostage because he couldn't fight. He like Mulder. And
It's
you
a
know, the
shame.
man that was in charge, one of the head people, Department of Defense, in that movie, they were saying, you know, we can't just manufacture or fake, you know, so many innocent people dying. You know, they have to actually put it in place, you know, put a plan in place and just set up different people and have them be falling like scapegoats and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
blame it on another country or blame it on some terrorist group, you know. And, you know, that's why I think, you know, ISIS, the thing going over there, it's manufactured. You know, that's all people over there acting like, you know, a terrorist group. And it's crazy, you know.
Government conspiracy.
No, but
All
it be
day.
true. I mean, they give you, and a lot of they lies, they give you several instances of truth. Like, you know, they were saying something about the Tuskegee experiment. That was
Mm-hmm.
true. Um, Conspiracy of men wanting to control the USA and, you know,
Well, I mean, you got China. You know, they got that one child policy.
yeah, well,
That's
you know,
still
you
going
make
on.
certain income, you can't
Yeah.
have no more than whatever your income will allow.
They don't want to
That's like
overpopulate.
yeah, population control. Yeah,
Hmm.
is that exactly? You reading information? Oh, okay.
Look
Um,
at Bam. Can you see Bam?
yeah, she for Clay State. We're still trying to get her to, you know, get her bachelor's degree on that one last semester, and we ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it. She did some foolish shit. We gotta get her out of it. But I'm
What?
sorry. See, she made me cuss.
Next.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, about, you know, population control and, you know, that secret society. Some people say Illuminati, but basically, you know, they can have several names for themselves. But it's just really hierarchy
The
or
elites.
hierarch people. You know, over
Hmm.
in Britain and, you know,
Read
over
up
there.
on England people. You know,
Yeah,
the
them.
Parliament, all that. Yeah.
And what's her name? Mr. Queen, Queen of
Queen
England.
Elizabeth.
Call her the Satan's daughter. Yeah, everything go through her, honey. Pope ain't there, but little figurehead. He get his orders too, but she over all on. But anyway, yeah, look for William too, honey. William, you know, being maybe the next president, Lucifer himself. You know, I'm just saying. I have some stories coming on that too, but it's a lot of conspiracy theory on that family royalty. Then, you know, we had the issue about the corporate greed when they had that boycott on Wall Street. They were boycotting, and, you know, the
Mhm.
Enron scandal. All that was real, whether it was manufactured or not. But you know, it made our economy kind of suffer. You know, people
Yeah.
lost jobs. People committed
I
suicide.
mean, the unemployment rate is like sky high.
I know.
Even though they try to play it down, like
Yeah,
we at this certain percentage.
yeah, they say with 5.3 for Georgia. I'm like,
The
really?
food stamp place still full.
Yeah, I had to go there too,
Unemployment.
y'all.
I mean, it's ridiculous how they got us, but you know. It's the world we live in.
But
back to X-Files.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we kind of got traced out. Okay. And then, they were talking about government tapping phones. We know about Eric Snowden. You remember he went over there to Russia trying to be allies with them because he didn't want to come back. He was doing trade secret and stuff. And, and Mulder did talk about that. He made a little hint to it. So, and then children coming up missing, adults coming up missing.
Yeah, it's been a lot of children abductions, and also with females as well. More females getting missing.
And I think that has a lot to do with them doing Department of Defense probably doing experiments on them. I think and you remember they had made a clip by John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, they put him in there. I was like, well, dang, okay, all right.
Did a little clip on him, and I think I put it in my FEMA thing too, I believe. But it was just saying that how the government was conspiring against its own people that had trusted them, with a lot of precious things, us, and our survival, and they were going around, trying to do experiments on us and make us think things are not as well, make them appear that everything is okay when they're really not. And he was gonna break that news to the American people because he cared about us. And then they assassinated him, and then his brother was gonna take over the role and telling the American people had to get rid of him and anybody else in the way, until that situation died down, in the press and stuff. And they got things back under control. But whether you want to believe it or not, we'll be talking about these different subjects, which we'll be covering part 2 of the X-Files. Stuff just still keeps going on. They just think people are stupid. And, everybody's not woke, But you do have us that are on here talking about, the one New World Order and that, we're paying attention, and all of that nature. So hopefully Lord will tap more people to wake up and stop being sheep, stop following, because your generation.
Well, I mean, I'm speaking for my X.
Yeah, what's your generation? Why?
I don't know what you. I don't know what she talking about. I don't even know.
They coded us.
Whatever. But for my generation is, I'm coming to you. You gotta wake up and see what's really out there. I'm not saying you gotta be like a scientist or anything, but you do need to do your research because a lot of stuff that's being forewarned right in front of your face.
Right, and then when you start, making it, pointing out certain things and, touching on certain things, people start looking at you like you're crazy, and then, they be trying to get rid of evidence, and hey, you can be one of those people they try to get rid of because you know too much and you're talking too much. So, if we ever come up missing, okay. We didn't go down like no punks, but we just, tried to basically tell people of all races, all genders, all colors, hey, be aware of your surroundings, do your due diligence. We have internet free now. I mean, I know you got to pay for it. It ain't even free here. But, instead of just filling your mind with a lot of mindless type entertainment, sometimes do some research, check some of this stuff out that we're saying, so you'll know that we're just not pulling your leg or just giving you what
foolery.
Yeah, tomfoolery. So let's see, did we cover everything? We talked about Scully, Dana, Smoke Man. Cause he really didn't talk about Smoke Man. He just looking like an alien, like a damn fool. And when they get tired of him, they're gonna destroy his ass too.
No comment.
Let me see. I think that was it. Pretty much, it was started off a little slow, and still got my mind kind of wondering about certain things.
It was basically an eye opener. You either took and ran with it, or you just saw it as entertainment.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, we'll see you on the next X-Files, where we are talking about. What was it about?
What is it? Oh, they meet some children.
Child, what's wrong with her? The topic is Founders Mutation.
But they meet some kids, don't they?
No, they be observing some kids.
They meet them.
To next episode. Okay? Peace.
Peace.